After 30 rounds and a 10-month grind, we're down to 6 teams and 5 matches from one of them joining the big league. The Pro D2 playoffs are here. Courtney Lawes' ambition was to play in the top 14. That dream won't be realised, but will this be his final bout in France? Or can he take his Brive teammates to the promised land? Waiting for them is Provence and an old teammate in Teimana Harrison and a future one in Tommy Français. Familiar faces everywhere in an epic barrage matchup. It's the playoffs and it's all here on FR UK. Extras is available now. And here we are. And we thought, because it's the barrage, because it's a special occasion, because this could be Courtney Lawes' last game in France. He's up against a bunch of special, a bunch of old teammates and class acts. We thought we would show you how the sausage is made a little bit and make sure you can see me. Now, what was meant to happen at this point is that you would also be seeing Joe Worsley. But he got on a private jet this morning, bound for Bordeaux. He is a man of the Bordeaux parish once upon a time, so maybe Joe will join us during the game. Perhaps not. I imagine he might be otherwise engaged. I'm going to get straight on it in the chat, please. Drop a little thumbs up on the video. That helps the algorithm gods, helps spread the word that there is some free live rugby, the only men's professional live rugby that is there for you every single week for free across the UK and Ireland. A little thumbs up helps. And, you know, if you've got a WhatsApp group, as I have, with some rugby mates, then ping the link to this game there. This is going to be an absolute cracker of a game. The weather in Bilbao was sweltering. The weather in Provence, which is a gorgeous town, is looking wonderful. The seafood stall outside the stadium, yes, there is one of those. There's also a champagne stall. That will be doing some great business, and we're on for an absolute corker of a game. It's a slightly different kickoff time to normal, so yeah, just spread the word that there is an amazing live rugby match on this evening on FR UK, and straight in on the chat. Hopefully a more entertaining game than the 2 European finals. Yeah, Ryan Williamson. Yes, I know. 100 points to 45 it was in favour of the French teams over the Irish teams. 2 one-sided finals, but I don't know. I've just got a feeling this is going to be an absolute corker. It's all set up for it. And then Andrew, well done, Ubebe. Yeah. Hello, Tim. I didn't swear, says Andrew. Okay. Thumbs up. Thank you very much, Rugby Brains. I appreciate it. And we'll have a little bit of time to dissect the Champions Cup final. In fact, I'll do that now. Man, I'll tell you what, I've got a couple of minutes. We'll cross over to the stadium in Provence shortly, but serious questions are going to be asked of Leinster after that one. And Leo Cullen I mean, he looked like he was out of ideas. There was one point, I think one of the things that summed it up for me was when Leo Cullen was actually bobbing his head, dancing along to the chants of the Bordeaux fans. Yeah, there we go. Leinster were just poor. Game was done by half-time. Lots to dissect there. In fact, I've just dissected it over on my other channel, Egg Chasers. But here we are on FR UK, and that is the team looking at Provence, and it's pretty stacked. Look out for Charlie Gambini, one of the best young players in Pro D2. He's been brilliant opposite Courtney Lawes today, and both of them very, very good in the line out and around the park. Albert Tuasui gets a start in the back row. And in the back line, Batuni Yatta is a beast in the midfield and offers a real direct running threat outside the Fijian fly half Caleb Muntz. And Arthur Colville was very, very good in the last round of games. So they've got some handy players. As for Brive, experience. 37 years young Courtney Lawes, 37 years young Anthony Coletta. Some real athletes and a whole load of experience. Henko Fenter in the back row, 2 South Africans in the back row, and Courtney Lawes. There's an international feel to this one, but there is a limit to how many international players Brive can select, and they've had to make some tough selection decisions as a result. So Mathis Galtier, yes, son of Fabian, gets a start. And no John Cooney, the slot machine, is not playing tonight. Stuart Olding is in the back three, and I talked about Batuniata being a beast. Tui Vuaka is an absolute mutant of a player. So on the bench for Provence, I've been talking him up. Teimana Harrison is involved and will have a big job to do. He has been captain of the team, out a lot, injured. But yeah, 2 former Northampton Saints teammates, one of their seasons is going to be over tonight. And that is where, so here's the thing I'm thinking about the whole Courtney Lawes. One of the reasons this channel exists and this live rugby is happening is because Courtney Lawes is one of mine and the other guys that work on the channel favourite player. And the fact that we couldn't watch him play just seemed bonkers. So we said, right, let's do it ourselves. It's kind of a win-win situation because Brive go through and we get another week of big courts. There he is. If he loses, well, he can be back training with the England squad. And that's going to happen. Absolutely going to happen. He will not be head coach next season. In the other Pro de barrage match on Thursday night, the head coach of Valence Roman, who's done an absolutely brilliant job, he's going to be joining Brive and overseeing next season. Can they get to the top 14? This game is for a chance to go to Colomiers in the outskirts of Toulouse and play in the semi-final next Saturday night. Philippe Saint-André, part of the Provence head honchos, giving his final messages. This is a club that is relatively new in French rugby terms, and they've been building. They've been building, and they are destined for the top 14 at some point. You feel Provence. Brive have been there and want to head back. And you can see the shots in the dressing room, the fans that have made the trip. Nice little Tui Vuaka placard, and it looks amazing conditions. Quality players everywhere. This is what Pro de does. Caleb Muntz, one of the biggest signings. He'll be on a pretty penny because there's a lot of clubs around Europe in the Premiership, URC, top 14 that would have liked to fly half of the quality of Caleb Muntz. Provence managed to nab him, and Courtney Lawes, he's absolutely elite still at the Jackal. And that battle at the breakdown, Courtney Lawes can disrupt the attack of Provence. Is this going to be his final game in France? There's a brilliant interview, I'd also say, in our channel. One of the first videos we put up was at home with Courtney Lawes before he headed off to Brive. Just a great bloke. And confirmation of the lineups. Isaac Rodder, the Australian international, 30-odd caps for Australia in the engine room. Yalagonya, beast of a number 8. He's going to ball carry all day long. And the one player I didn't mention, actually, one of the brightest young talents in French rugby, full stop, Manuel Verreiro, the Portuguese fullback. And Provence, as I mentioned, Teimana Harrison on the bench, former Brive second row Van Aerten, waiting to come on against his old teammates as well. Anthony Coletta, the skipper. I mean, it'd be a special occasion for him if he was able to lead his team back to his old club at Colomiers, where he was skipper last year. They wait in the semi-final. And this is a team that looks like it's built for the playoffs, for the knockouts. Some big old units there. Nathan Fresinon throws his weight around when he comes back on, and an Argentine international tight head, Correa Marchetti, also off the bench. We'll be back shortly for the kickoff, and the teams coming out in Provence. Get stuck in with any thoughts, any questions. If you want to throw Joe Worsley some stick for not being here alongside me and instead being on board a private jet to and from Bordeaux, I'm not bitter. I'm not jealous. I'm not bothered. Don't mind. I'd rather be here, to be honest. It's beautiful and sunny in Manchester. Who'd want to be in Bordeaux, in Bilbao, sorry, this evening, or in Bordeaux for that matter, which is probably where Joe's going to go back and party, as they will be. There's other rugby going on today. Melrose Sevens apparently is happening. Thank you, Jimbo. I saw that Blackheath got promoted to the champ in England's second tier. In fact, that's interesting. The English rugby the Championship and below have adopted the French model, exactly as we see it here. They've got the same. They've got the access match, playoff game. They have this format for the winner of the Championship, the top 6 teams. The top 2 go through to the semi-finals, 3rd place 6th, and as is the case here, that's third v 6th, and 4th place 5th. There's Anthony Coletta about to lead his men out into the arena. Quiet. It's loud in the stadium. And we haven't actually seen this stadium in full-on sunlight, daylight. It's normally been evening matches. 9 p.m. kickoff usually. Here we are. Oh, you can hear or not hear the chat. Focus. Andres Zafra is up front to lead out the Provence team. They've not been at their best, Brive. Courtney Lawes looked like he was spraying the sticky spray on his hand, but it looked like it missed. He sprayed his teammate. Jamie Shilcock, class at Leicester Tigers. I love these moments, and I love that our friends at Canal Plus give us access to this. And wait for the atmosphere as the players head out onto the park. We're all set. The last of the semi-finals is going to be settled over the next 80 minutes. Half an hour north of Marseille. The Stade Maurice David. Those fireworks not having the same effect in the beautiful sunshine, bright blue skies. Brive wearing white. Provence, the home team, in their black. And the winner of this game will avoid top of the table Van. Who look far and away the best team in the competition, but these two are built for the playoffs. Star-studded names everywhere. Caleb Muntz gets us underway. Packed house in Provence. Big shots already. Just see Tommy Français there. We now understand, having watched the Champions Cup final earlier, why players like Tommy Français have mullets. It's so they can benefit from a yellow card for accidental hair pulls. Didn't have that one on my 2026 bingo card. There's an argument Joe McCarthy's mullet was Leinster's best player. Solid exit from Stuart Olding. One of the leaders of this Brive team, Albert Tuisui, one of the guys that's going to give proper go forward. Two lovely kits, says Jimbo. Could not agree more. And it's still a sore point. If it wasn't already a sore point that Joe Worsley got a private jet to Bilbao rather than be here, it's the fact that he was a coach at Brive last year and did not bring any of the FR UK boys any Brive stash. It's an outrage. Provence win their first line out. Go hard off the tail as a player down. Possible. Oh, yeah, it looks not in a good way. That's Zaka foul. Yeah, 1 minute into this game, he may have played his last bit of rugby for the day. Ooh, got his head on the wrong side. And Yalagonya is a hard man to stop at the best of times. Yeah, he's He's going off for at least 10 minutes. Looked like he compressed his... I got a little stinger. And it is the Argentine, Coria Marchetti, just waiting to come on. And a fan. I don't think we're going to see him again. We'll let the doctors go and do their thing. So Zakafan didn't even get to have a scrum. And you've got another Argentine, the two Argentines against each other, Coria Marchetti and Wegrazan. Solid, pretty evenly matched. Arthur Colville feeding the forward runners at Yalagonya again. Courtney Lawes. I mean, how many times have we seen this in Pro D2? The guy is absolutely exceptional. His reading of the game and decision-making is just phenomenal. And Steve Borthwick has said he's watched Courtney Lawes playing in Pro D2. So Steve Borthwick watches the channel. Good evening to you, Steve. Pick Courtney Lawes in your England squad. He is class. As Tui Vuaka makes some inroads down the left-hand touchline and Lawes follows up. Coletta. And if you are wondering that this is an artificial service in Provence, it has helped them with their attacking play. As Olding steps up into first receiver. And Brive maybe trying to get a bit of respite in the only bit of shade there is. Carried on from Brive, sitting back in the pocket and onto the left foot. Heading over towards George Svelidze. He found himself over on the touchline and takes the bins out. Reverse offload. Link play from Shavak. And it's going through the hands from Brive. Olding steps up, takes the ball. And reloads on that left-hand touchline, but it comes right. Early pressure from Brive. Galtier feeds it forward. He gets absolutely smoked. That was Charlie Gambini with a massive shot. As Olding again steps up as first receiver, looks for the offload, finds it. Another one, Nick Crone. There are names being taken in defence. Tip pass. Brive looks to be going for that extra little pass here and there just to try and break up the structure of the Provence defence. Working so far, but as Jamie Shilcock shrugs off one defender. Provence defending that 22 like it's their try line. Tui Vuaka rumbles over one defender. Was that in touch? Galtier. That was forward, surely. We are going to have a break. The physicality. As you can see, it's already having an impact. We've had one player go off injured. We've got another man down. Ferocious. There you go. I said there was a seafood stall in the concessions on the outside of the stadium. There's also in the club shop branded fans. Get yourself a hand fan when you go there. What are we having a look at here? Was it the tackle of Isaac Rodder on Shilcott? Oh, no. Just giving him a hug. Play on. Crikey, 5 minutes, 2 injured players. Matthias Colombe. He's an important man for them. Played a lot of rugby this season. Since his signing from Poe, he's been an ever-present. First line out from Brive, overcooked. Tuisui sets a platform. Tell you what, whoever comes through this battle, you can just feel there's going to be some patching up to do. Maybe whoever has to tackle Tuivuaka. It was Roman Laterad who had the pleasure. Laterad, who was at Bordeaux last season. Wonder how much of the game he watched earlier. Breakout for Provence. It's being called back. Oh, it looked like Batuni Yatta was away. Crowd cheering him into the corner. It's not going to be a try. Wait for the boos.
Sur le 15, pour moi c'est au niveau de l'épaule. Merci. Donc ici en avant noir. Merci Thomas.
Just a knock on. Another player getting treatment. Oof. Batuni Yatta.
Il touche pas la tête.
Sit down, Stuart Holding. He had him lined up. It's like one of those, one of the red shells in Mario Kart. You know it's coming. It's just when. Oh, we're having a look at that tackle. It was definitely a big bear hug from Batuni Yatta. Was there head contact? Ooh. Didn't look it on first glance, but... Oh, yeah. That bicep or shoulder, that might be the only thing that spares Batuni Yatta here.
Remontre-moi le premier angle avec un arrêt sur l'image. Voilà, celui-là. Oui, continue. Ok. Bon, moi, je vois un contact à la tête. C'est du jeu déloyal parce que le plaqueur, il est trop... Il y a un haut degré de danger. Pardon, le contact est indirect. C'est d'abord épaule, puis tête. C'est bon pour vous, ça? C'est bon. Donc pour moi, c'est un carton jaune. C'est bon pour vous?
Ooh.
Patrick, ça te va? Allez, très bien.
Orange card.
Décision.
Big moment early on. Batuni Yatta, you can see the look on his face. He knows how significant this could be.
Il y a un contact à la tête, d'accord, mais le contact est indirect. Donc c'est carton jaune contre votre 13.
Oh, yellow. Thought he said orange previously. 10 minutes on the touchline for Setareki Batuni Yatta.
Poteau. Poteau.
This has got a cup final feel, hasn't it, this game? Jamie Shilcott. First opportunity from the tee. Crowd just giving him a little bit of gentle encouragement. Ooh, nerves showing from distance, but you'd expect more from Jamie Shilcock. He's got over 250 points to his name this season so far. So that was a minute of the yellow card period taken up as well. Tui Vuaka, probably the one man you don't want to pass the ball to. Bundles through 2 tacklers. They go behind and look to get to the edge, knowing there will be space with one man down. Galtier a little slow to get to that breakdown. As a result, the defence was waiting. Tuisui put the pressure on. Yeah, people talk about the 2-second rucks. The ruck was waiting ready to go, but there was no 9 there to pass the ball. Listen to that. How good was the atmosphere earlier in Bilbao as well? So much to love about French rugby. Oh, pressure coming on from Brive. It was their hooker De Silva who popped up first, however. Caleb Muntz stepping in as 9 Arthur Colville was pinned in, but it's going to be Colville. Tries to relieve some pressure. Is that going straight into touch? Nervy. Missed kick from Shilcock. Misdirected kick from Colville. There is space on the left-hand touchline. Ooh, felt maybe it should have been to width. Penalty nonetheless. No thought of a 3-point effort. I'm going to say it again. I've said it before. If you... It's a great place to go and watch rugby in Provence. I worked on the Challenge Cup final there, the game between Bristol and Toulon, and had just an amazing weekend. But it is one of those towns that if you just want to go with the boys when you go into Marseille, take the other half to Provence. Absolutely amazing town. You can see why George North, Tommy Francis, Isaac Rodder, Caleb Muntz want to hang out there. Shame we're not seeing George North tonight. Oh, we saw this on Thursday night a few times. Referees in Prodida very, very hot on the obstruction. A question there from Jolly in the chat, who says, where's the money tonight? Well, I'm not a betting man. But this is as tight as it gets. I think Provence will be favourites, being at home. Look at that. Right. Hooker having to throw it into the sun. I suppose better that than the Isaac Rodder having to have the sun in his eyes as Latterard tries to sneak through. Now, this is something you're going to see as of June the 1st. The rest of the rugby world is going to have to do what Prodida has been doing all season with its maul. The players not allowed to sneak around onto the wrong side. Tommy Francis gets swatted away by Benjamin Lafranc. There they go, the brass band. They found their way into the stadium from the champagne tent. Penalties starting to rack up a bit for Provence. handy nudge to the touchline. Jamie Shilcock. Just over 3 minutes left on the yellow card. Brive strutting into the 22. They've had the territory, possession, and opportunity so far, haven't converted. And that man with the ball now, Lucas De Silva, absolutely prolific try-scoring record. Partly because the maul in Pro de Deux is a crazy weapon. And there's backs coming to join the Brive forwards. They've got round the edge. Penalty advantage. The only way Provence could stop it was illegally. They still have a man extra in the back line as well for the next few minutes. With penalty advantage, will they use it? Or go with their big men? Galtier gives it to one of those big men. To Iwuaka, 1 metre out. Opportunity. Just short. Courtney Lawes waits. Shavak. Stopped by Rodder. To Iwuaka with his hands on the ball. Physical defence from Provence. Coming back for the penalty. The penalties are racking up. Little observation in the chat as well about the rugby ball itself. Yeah, for the playoffs, they use a different rugby ball. There is a rugby ball manufacturer, which is a former French rugby player whose name I don't know, can't remember. I have been told before, but I can't remember it. And he's designed a ball and has got the official rights to the Pro de Deux playoffs for that specific match ball, which the kicker's not happy about. There it is. Hasn't crossed the whitewash. All gone over the post yet. To Iwuaka. Absolute bowling ball of a man. The Fijian. Stopped dead. Hanko Venter. Crowd getting behind the home team. Big moment. They've survived 8 minutes. A man down. Now they've got to survive being 8 metres from their own line. Retief Murray keeps the legs pumping. This is an immovable object and an unstoppable force. Two beefy teams, but this time they run it. Lifts, smashed on the goal line, just short. Incredible tackle. Zafra's off his feet. Albert Tuisui hit the man without the ball. It spilled out. Is there going to be another yellow card? Crowd not liking it. Albert Tuisui. Just as Batuni Yatta getting ready to return to the field. Provence's two Fijians are going to have to do a little tag team on the touchline. How long can Provence withstand this pressure, and how much is it going to take out of them? This is going all the way. Try scored, first try of the game. Who's at the bottom of it? The winger, to Iwuaka. And he's the latest that needs some treatment. He has got his team ahead. Power told in the end. Shilcock, I hope he put the factor 50 on. No mistakes, 7-0. Petuniata will return to the field for Provence. I'm going to suggest that whoever comes through this, the training week for them, going to Clomé, is going to be light. There's going to be some players needing patched up. That's the man who scored the try. Asayeli to Iwaka. Try number 9 of the season for the Fijian. Is there only 18 minutes gone? The look on some of the players' faces, it feels like 80 minutes. Yeah, he was at Bordeaux last season, Roman Laterad. Nails his man. And the aim is to be back in the top 14, mixing it with teams like UBB. Petuniata straight on and into the action. Provence. Oh, the space on the left-hand touchline is lifted to Muntz. No one's going to stop Caleb Muntz. Wheels. Fijian punched the hole, offloaded, Fijian finished. Immediate hit back from Provence. And all of that work from Brive wiped out in an instant. That's the physical threat in midfield that Petuniata brings. Colville straight away. Oh, it was that man. Leo Drouet involved in that one. Manuel Ferreiro. He's already knocked over the winning points in the Rugby Europe Championship when Portugal beat Georgia. He could be one of the stars of the Rugby World Cup, you know, this guy. 21 years of age, and his kicking is absolutely elite. And a measure of the heat that there is, you get an idea. Now, let me have a look. What is the weather in Provence? Do some live Googling. What? 27? They'd be talking about the world was ending and we were all melting if that was that heat in the UK. It's hot enough for Caleb Muntz to need a cold towel on the back of his neck. And Muntz has repaid some of that hefty wage he'll be on. Oh, it was a nice, lovely little delayed pump fake and then lift from Leo Drouet. It's at moments like this I really miss Joe Worsley. My French, un petit peu, I'm afraid. The halftime interview should be fun. A reminder, if you're just joining me, well, firstly, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Following one team to the top 14 through the playoffs. There you go. So apparently it's 27 in Provence. It's hotter than that in London, apparently. Thank you very much. 27 in Telford, says KMCG. Oh, this atmosphere is amazing. All right, water break done. Maybe chance for you to get a cold one from the fridge. And here we go. 20 minutes in, 7-7. And this is the kind of tight affair that you expect in knockout rugby. We haven't had it from the Challenge or the Champions Cup final. And we didn't have it the other night in the first barrage game, but this is living up to the billing. Might be a case of last man standing with this game. Look how slowly the guys are getting up off the deck. Verreiro. I think he probably wanted a bit more length on that. Oof. What a competition in the air. Penalty advantage, I think. Mathis Galtier, I think, deemed to have been... Even the aerial contests are absolutely taking names. Lift from Provence, Charlie Gambini. He's been one of the players of the year. Andres Zafra, the Colombian. You don't get many Colombian professional rugby players. That's Pro de Deux for you. Oh, what a lift for Romain Latterard. The line splits the Brive defence open. Provence are in the lead. Ran that angle like a 12. And they've done this with a man down. Let's have a look. You can see Latterard just loitering on the shoulder. Oh, it's pretty poor defence, really. It's that Henku Venter. It's a little too easy. Nice line as it was. Shouldn't be running through a hole. Verreiro adds the extras. 7 points down. At one stage, 2 men down. But points up. Oh, I do get nervous when like hookers take it near the dead ball line. Just fall over, put the ball down. Even though I know I'm watching a replay, it still makes me nervous. Another clean exit. Oh, it stayed in field. Stuart Olding. Brive looking to run a little bit more than normal. Looking at the offloads, maybe it's the physicality of Provence they're trying to avoid. Betuni Yatta is definitely letting his opposition know that he's there. Anthony Coletta. Engineers a position for Galtier to send up the contestable. And it's worked out for Brive. I love the brass band. I love the fans cheering. The air horn. I could take or leave the air horn. Slight Vuvuzela quality about that one. What are the Americans going to do in the Football World Cup? It just made me think about 2010 and the Vuvuzelas. Anyway, Henko Fenter trying to make up for that missed tackle. Ball is spilled though. And Adrian Lepeg stuck that out on the full. An advantage was called over. I like that. There may have been a knock on, but Lepeg's error. He chose to kick it. Kicked any advantage away. On we go. It's Fabien Galtier watching his son. Mind you, he's picked a couple of players in his squad from Pro D2. Noah Nene was playing at Dax last season when he picked him. It'll be a special day for the Galtier family if... Oh, one-handed take from Courtney Lawes. Fabien Galtier of Colomiers. That's who's waiting for the winner of this game. You would have imagined Fabien Galtier might have been at the top 14 final, but they... sorry, top 14 Champions Cup final, but there you go. He's a dad as well as an international head coach. Albert Tuisui then. Yellow card period has been navigated. Not just navigated. Handily dealt with. 2 tries for Provence. Some of the ticker tape stuck to the top of the stand. There is Fabian's son just waiting. He's cut his hair a little bit. He used to have a bit of a boof, like 80s blow-dried Barnet. He's gone streamlined for this one, but Mathis Galtier, the guy that's been pinged there for feeding. Again, something you do not see in the Prem, you do not see in the URC, you do not see in the Champions Cup. But in French rugby, the feed at the scrum has to be credible. Hallelujah for that. Oh, he stuck that straight out. Free kick. That's a bad error. That's a bad error. Did he think it was a full pen? I think he thought it was a full pen. A sweat on the brow of the coaches. There's some players that are breathing pretty heavily. And we've still got 53 minutes to go. Roman Laterade, the try scorer, wangs the ball back to the 22. Brive just need to get a few phases under their belt. Was that high tackle there? No. Yes. Yalagonya. Broncon. It's been a little bit up and down off the field for Brive. Big ambitions. The leaders changed hands. Oh, what's that song? Oh, that's Les Yeux d'Emilie that the brass band are playing. What a tune. Absolute banger. It's worth watching French rugby just for that tune. As the ball again goes to the tail. Another penalty. What is the penalty count in this game? Charlie Gambini has had a brilliant season, but he's the guy that's got on the wrong side of the referee on this occasion. Oh, he thought Shilcock might have got a bit closer to the 5 metre line from there. Look at that one-handed take. That's the penalty. Gambini landing on Courtney Lawes. Yeah, they've got to go from 8-9 metres. Struggled to win the ball. That battle between the two sevens again. Gambini getting the better of it on this occasion. Interesting Brive going to the tail. Maybe becoming predictable. Seemed like Gambini knew that one was coming. Big moment. There haven't been masses of opportunities, and that was a key one, or was it? Cameras on Isaac Rodder. Was it Rodder that got up at the back? Overthrown. Small errors. Just piling up. Bit of a get out of jail card for Brive then. They were under big pressure. Yalagonya getting on the wrong side of the referee. Crowd don't like it. There is a rumour in the works. There's a rumour, a word on the wires, that Joe of Worsleyshire might grace us with his presence. If he can take a break from the private jets and the Champions Cup final hospitality, we'll see. Anthony Coletta there just pushed off the ball. That's how hot it was in Bilbao. Josh van der Fleer, I can't remember ever seeing him without a scrum cap. This time to the front, Coletta the man. Bounces off the back. Henko Venter feeds Galtier wide. Punches up in midfield, forwards round the corner. It's Venter again. Ooh, Zafra read that one like a book. And Caleb Muntz. Can he turn a turnover into something more? Look at Brive back on their own line too. Ivoaka, not the man you'd expect to kick. He puts boot to ball and that's all right. Not his strong card. It just feels a little predictable in attack from Brive at this moment. Against many teams, they've just been able to overpower opponents, but this is two meaty packs. Question gets asked a lot: how do you reckon these teams would do in the Premiership or the URC? I think these two packs could go toe to toe with most. But it's the attack from Provence that's making the difference, and Lepeg is in. Adrien Lepeg. Leo Drouet, the other winger, involved again. Brive have just been carved open all too easily. Top try scorer in the league last year. Not been as prolific this season, but he's scoring important tries in big games, and it all came from that man, Batuni Yatta. Again with the target set, the ball fast as a result. Colville feeds Muntz. Drouet. Lepeg in. That's worrying signs from a Brive perspective. This guy is a stone cold kicker. I'm absolutely certain. I mean, Provence have got a budget big enough they can keep hold of him for a while. But at the age of 21, this guy is destined for a big club. Manuel Ferrero. questions for Brive to answer as we close in on half-time. They've had opportunities. Batuni has been massively influential in the midfield. Brive just haven't really had an answer for that. And from that good ball, they've been able to cut loose 3 tries. "35 minutes on the clock." Stuart holding. Steps 1 tackle. That's what Brive need to do. Offloads, tip passes. Jalagonia, I mean, he might have, the referee might be having a word with him specifically. He's given away a number of penalties. Oh, we're having a look at that, are we? It's tackle of the 9, not Jalagonia. I'll take it back. And not Federico Wegrezan either. Jamie Shilcock's boot is not as dependable as it normally is. Again to the tail, this time not competed with. Courtney Lawes able to set the target. Isaac Rodder, as he come through the middle. His octopus arms. Referee says that's 1. They have to use it. Lift inside, offload. Oh, Nick Crone to within 2 metres. Provence goal line defence. First man is tackled. Is it going to be a 5-metre scrum? I mean, first and foremost, superb defence from Provence. Verrero asking for the knock-on. This is big. Benjamin Lafranc, lovely offload. It was Arthur Colville, scrum half. Outstanding turnover on his own line. Little isolated, flick the ball back. What are the crowds? Any idea what the crowd are appealing for? Just anything. Big moment. Oh, he's asking for the ball to be played. Absolute mess of a scrum. Brive 4 metres out. Couple of minutes to half-time. Goal line stand here would be massive for Provence. Allez le Noir is the shout from the crowd. Patience required. Composure. We could look back on this moment in the game and say this is where the game was, won or lost. Brive went to the edge on that one. Put it through a couple of passes to Iwuaka. Rides 1 tackle. Provence winning the man test at the minute. Are Brive going to have to roll the dice, chance their arm, or are they going to keep trying to go through the front door? Iwuaka's got his hands on the ball again. Thomas Français Sale Sharks didn't know they were going to be... Well, they knew they were going to be signing one guy that's amazing on the Jacqueline, Courtney Lawes. I don't think that was in their thinking when they signed Tommy Français, but a massive moment in the game.
Allez-y, 10. Allez-y. OK.
Courtney Lawes is breathing hard. And just mentally, what does that do? As you imagine, Provence will win the ball and get the ball off the field. I wonder if Tommy Français thought when he was back at Doncaster Knights back in the day that he'd be playing in a game like this with 50-odd international caps to his name. Great stuff. Half-time, 21-7. Brive getting in a huddle on the field. And they had all the chances, all the possession early in the game.
Cette équipe d'Aix-en-Provence,
Adrien Lepeg. Désolé, mon français n'est pas bon.
Clairement parler de discipline et de concentration au début du match. On a fait tout l'inverse, on prend 2 cartons.
Concentration.
On voit que dès qu'on met la main sur le ballon, on arrive à rapidement prendre des points. Donc, ce qu'il faut, c'est garder le ballon, arrêter de faire des fautes, les laisser faire ce qu'ils veulent, des chandelles, des machins. Mais dès qu'on a le ballon, il faut mettre de l'énergie, du gaz, et ça nous fait marquer à chaque fois.
Merci beaucoup, on vous laisse aller.
You've got to look after the ball.
Et on va enchaîner avec Mathis Galtier, le demi-mêlée de cette équipe de Brive. Bonjour et merci de nous arrêter à notre micro, Mathis.
Yeah.
L'occupation, elle est pour vous, la possession, elle est pour vous, et finalement, vous êtes mené 21-7. Qu'est-ce qu'il va falloir changer en deuxième
My
période?
dad's here. Got to make sure I play better in the second half.
On rentre au vestiaire sans avoir marqué en plus sur la dernière action. Donc avec un peu un coup sur la tête, mais on est habitué, on va se relever. Je pense qu'on a montré des très très belles choses. Je ne sais pas si les Aixois s'attendaient à ce qu'on montre des aussi belles choses aujourd'hui. Maintenant on est dans le match, c'est sûr que tu l'as dit. On ne marque pas, ça va être corrigé en demi-temps.
Merci beaucoup, on vous laisse aller.
He speaks too quick for me. Where's Joe Worsley when you need him? Right, 21-7 half-time. Provence in control, in charge. Brive with some big questions to ask. I'm just looking down the guys on the bench for Brive. They've gone with a 6-2 split. They do have some pretty meaty customers on their bench. They've already lost their tight head prop in the first couple of minutes, so that's not going to help. But they're just lacking a little bit of spark, and it's the spark that we've seen from Caleb Muntz, Leo Drouet, Adrien Lepeg, Manuel Verrero. The two packs are cancelling each other out, but the back line for Provence are tearing it up. Right. Tell you what, we'll keep an eye on the scenes in Provence, but in the chat, let's chat Champions Cup final. I am. Oh, just noticed the thing in the chat there because I'm riding solo on this one. Thank you, appreciate your company. It's great. Joe Worsley, just a reminder. Normally, I would have my wingman Joe Worsley alongside me, but he went by private jet to Bilbao first thing this morning for the Champions Cup final and ditched me. There will be repercussions and ramifications for that, don't you worry. But Tim, when's the Egg Chasers tour to Provence or FR UK tour? Yeah, I would go there in a heartbeat. A couple of days in Marseille, maybe. The fact is, the top 14 semi-finals, are they Marseille? That'd be the way to do it. A couple of days of rugby in Marseille and then bounce out to Provence to stroll through the markets. Have some amazing seafood and incredible bread and pastries. Yeah, I'll be all over that. Watch this space. But let's just chat Champions Cup final for a second, because I went straight from watching the Champions Cup final to being here with you now. I haven't really let it sink in. So let's bounce a few thoughts around. Oh, sorry. I'm just hearing something in my ear. Is that Joe? Did you say? No. There he is. Can't hear you, mate. Have you got yourself on mute? On the screen. There he is. Well, We'll get the sound up in a minute. Now's the moment. There you go. I can hear you now, Joe. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry for being late, guys. Had technological issues. I've just been at the final. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Atmosphere incredible. Bordeaux amazing.
Technological issues. It sounds like one of the issues you haven't had is hydration today, Joe. I can tell that already from the way you're talking. I've been out enough with you to know.
I think maybe some below would be good for right now. Yes.
Go on then, let us in on the Champions Cup final, Joe. You're there in Bilbao. Take us through your day. Private jets, incredible final. Your old club Bordeaux going back to back. It sounds like you're at the airport now. It sounds like Joe Worsley is still there. Joe, talk to us. Just tell us about your day.
So, yeah, jumped on a plane this morning, flew out to Bilbao, early doors, landed straight to the stadium, walked into corporate hospitality, sat down, a few nibbles, and then the game started. An incredible match. Leinster started really well. 10, 15 phases of excellent execution, allowed them to score a try, but then after that, errors crept into their game. Ububi leapt on those errors and scored some incredible tries in that first half. And in reality, I think at half-time the game was over. It was a phenomenal performance from Bordeaux.
Can you tell us about the jet a little bit and how that, I mean, you say what you can, but just let us live vicariously through you, Joe. So you were on what was the jet you were on? Do you know what type of plane it was? How many seats?
It's a Boeing 276 with a twin Rolls-Royce engines, which allowed us to accelerate to 620 miles an hour as we flew over the Bay of Biscay towards Bilbao, landing me in plenty of time to watch what was an amazing game, with big comfortable seats and stewardesses feeding me food. Perfect.
Mate, it's another life these World Cup winners live, isn't it? And just the atmosphere in the ground, capture that, because it just through the TV it sounded unreal, Joe.
Yeah, we'll put some clips up during the week, but honestly, the atmosphere was electric. I took some great clips of the fans around me. I think Bordeaux fans must have outnumbered the Leinster fans by 4 to 1. Obviously, it's only a 4-hour drive from Bordeaux to here, but yeah, the atmosphere is incredible. I'm so glad I came. I'm sad because they stopped helping you out, Tim. But yeah, the atmosphere is incredible, and it was a wonderful game.
Joe, and this, I'll just put it out there to any, I don't know, shipping magnates or billionaire club owners or whatever the case. I'll drop Joe Worsley in a second to hop on your private jet. So, mate, go and have yourself a nice bit of Basque cheesecake and a few more Van Rouges, and
no, it's back on the plane now to fly back to London.
Oh, mate, tough. Sorry, no Basque cheesecake. You'll have to just hop on your private jet, mate. Bon voyage, and we'll see you for the semi-finals.
Mate, good luck with that second half. It looks like Provence are taking control.
Absolutely does. There you go. How the other half live, eh? Right. Onto the chat. I'm just looking at this. Is that correct? That because I didn't see any of the post-match interviews because I've just come straight here after the Champions Cup final that Joe was in hospitality for. Not rubbing it in at all. And apparently Leo Cullen was upbeat in the post-match interview. Really? That's that'd be a surprise. That's well, I suppose maybe he's upbeat because it was he's got used to losing finals now. That's 5 on the bounce. Thing is about this one is you cannot. There's no excuses, because if it were like Northampton Saints last year, you could say about Northampton Saints, well, they did incredibly well. Well, I mean, for one thing, it was only an 8-point margin in last year's final, but they did incredibly well because the budgets of the two teams were chalk and cheese. The English budget last year, when Northampton Saints came runners-up, was £5 million, and Bordeaux's budget, I believe, is around about 16 million euro. I might have that wrong. Maybe it's 10 million euro. But anyway, whatever the case, it was significantly more than Northampton Saints. And yet Northampton managed to get to the final, have that amazing semi-final win against Leinster. And actually, they were beaten relatively comfortably, but 8 points. But this is different. This is two teams that's not an excuse for Leinster. We don't know what their budget is or would be, but if you and a lot of those players are homegrown, so I'm taking nothing away from the incredible school system, development pathways, and coaching that goes on at Leinster. It's phenomenal. But with over 30 internationals in their squad, to get that squad on the open market without the tax breaks that the international players get, you would have to pay as much, if not more, than Bordeaux pay on their budget. So that's not an excuse. So as a result, I think after 5 losing finals, it's perfectly acceptable to say something has to change. And they'll probably go on and win the URC. And they'll probably go and win the URC and runners up again. But I just can't see Leo Cullen lasting. And also the Nienarber blitz defense failed. And I don't know, obviously he's an incredible coach, was the head coach, below Rassi Erasmus at the last World Cup. Clearly an incredible coach, but just hasn't worked. And the whole fly half situation. Right, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at some highlights from the first half. And there's Dougie, another member of the
Tim.
FR UK team. Hello, mate.
How's it all going, mate? How's it going?
All right.
You've done a sterling job, mate. You've done an absolutely sterling job. But I'll cut these highlights up now and you can have a watch.
Yeah, what are we watching then, Dougie?
These are the highlights of the first half. This will be the second Provence try, I imagine. There you go.
Oh, that was a moment, wasn't it? Romain Latterard going through. I'm trying to remember if he was in the Champions Cup matchday squad for the final last year against Northampton Saints. I think he was just in the squad rather than the matchday squad, but he was at Bordeaux last year. And yeah, this is the cutting edge, isn't it? Just the cutting edge. And Batuni Yatta just cut a line there. There's no Brive player that's run that hard at a gap. And it all falls into place from there. Get behind the gain line, it's all over. Broncon. In fact, I'm not. Joe would know what his role is next year with Brive, or if he's just leaving the club completely. Just on the just continuing the chat about Leinster. Leo Cullen has a quarter final next week, so he has to remain upbeat. That's a really good point. I'd not considered. Did you get to see the Champions Cup final, Dougie?
No, mate. I was I was fairly busy.
Dougie is you're seeing him now, but he is like the swan. He's the legs of the swan under the surface. Not that I'm anything like a swan above the surface. It's pretty ugly above and below, but he's the guy that makes everything work.
It was a pretty angsty swan today, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe another time we'll talk about. Maybe another time we'll talk about the player that we thought, the individual, I should say, that we thought was going to be joining us in Joe Worsley's absence. But hey, that's for another day. But yeah, top work, Dougie. You got any thoughts, Dougie? You've just taken yourself out of shot again. What you just need to go to the loo or something? Get yourself.
No,
a drink?
nobody needs to see me, mate. No,
oh, come on, mate. Join me. It's fine. It's fine.
No, I just think that Provence are just a slightly better team than Brive, and I don't know. I don't see Brive being able to get back into it. They might hang around, but I can't see him scoring 3 tries.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with that, but that's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah. I can just see in the chat, just continuing the chat about the Leinster, the budgets and stuff. People mentioning €40 million for Toulouse budget. Ubebe being over €30 million. Someone else saying Toulouse 53. Yeah, that's an operating budget. That isn't the salary. There is a salary cap in France, and I think the maximum a team can spend on players is around about. I thought it was like 12 or 13 million euro. I know it's being brought down for next season. So when you see numbers like that thrown around, Toulouse spend 50 million euros, that's not accurate. That isn't on players. That is the operating budget. That means the person who's working on security and in the club shop and the coaches in the academy and all the rest of it. So that stat gets thrown around a lot as if it's an excuse. No, Leinster, I guarantee you, we don't know because we don't know how much Leinster's players are paid, but you can work out what they would be on the open market. And again, this is not a criticism of Leinster. They're amazing, but their squad is as expensively assembled as Bordeaux's. I'm telling you, that is the case. 12 million is the French salary cap.
State-sponsored rugby.
State-sponsored rugby. Hey, it's working for them, mate. And those players, they get, when they retire, they get, this is an amazing deal for the Irish internationals. at the end of their career, they get the average of their top 5, I think this is right, of their top 5 highest salaries per year in their whole career, the average of those top 5 years as a lump sum in cash upon their retirement, which is why you see so few Irish internationals going to play in France or play anywhere else, because it's heavily incentivized, and fair play to them. And they punch well above their weight given the population they have, but they will be gutted, absolutely gutted, rightly so. Yeah, teams are just coming out onto the pitch. Batuni Yatta, he's been my man of the match so far. So yeah, that's my thought on it. That Leinster do an amazing job. They're the backbone of the Irish team who punch well above their weight. This is not meant as a negative at all, but the expectation from Leinster shouldn't necessarily be that they beat Bordeaux, but it should be that they run them a whole lot closer than 41-19 and the game being over at halftime. And the thing that would frustrate me if I were a Leinster fan would be what happened with the fly half position. Kieran Frawley's off to Connacht because they didn't play him, and you saw in that second half, he was the guy that should have had the 10 jersey for the last 2 years. They tried to fast-track Sam Prendergast before his time. Anyway,
kicked off, Tim. They've kicked off.
They've actually kicked off. There we go. Let's go back to our live game tonight then. Stop talking Champions Cup final. Stop me getting on my soapbox. Let's get back to the second half then, because there is a semi-final spot in Pro D2 at stake. When's Teimana coming on? Yeah, Teimana Harrison is waiting in the wings to come on for Provence. Henko Fenter looks absolutely battered. It's like he poured a bucket of water over himself. Brive have got a bit of a job to do. And there, that is symptomatic. Caleb Muntz just stopping the Brive midfield dead, whereas Brive haven't been able to stop Setereki Batuni Yatta. Ooh, Benjamin Lafranc had an opportunity. Manuel Ferrero feeds Lepeg. 14 points to deficit. Provence already early in this second half, looking to add to it. Lift, and it is a huge moment early in the second half. Arthur Colville thinks about putting it down. The 2-9s squaring up. Ferrero comes in to defuse it, but that is a big moment. There was a huge moment at the end of the first half when Brive didn't convert. And a goal line stand from Provence, and at the start of this second half, Arthur Colville. How big of a hammer blow is that? All the chat at half-time. All of the plans they made. Look at Anthony Coletta's face. He knows. Benjamin Lafranc. Lift inside. Yalagonya. Oh, what's happening there? They're saying it was in touch. He was in touch. It was Benjamin Lafranc was in touch.
Ok, bon, on va voir. Là, reviens. Est-ce que le ballon tombe sur la ligne là?
For once. Normally when you see a checking if someone was in touch for a try, it's not the team that conceded the try hoping it is in touch. No. All hit the line there.
Touche. Donc c'est touche. Le lieu c'est à combien? 53 mètres, c'est ça? Non, 40 pieds. Ok, j'ai une décision. Donc, et c'est annulé. Touche. Ce sera donc touche pour les noirs. Ça marche. Merci.
Correct outcome. Fortunate. Very fortunate for Brive. Hello to Ed, who says, I've got my chili, I've got my tortillas. Commence au deuxième temps. Yes. Living your best life. And a question about George North. No, George North. His career is ending with another frustrating injury. What a player he has been. His team giving him another week to get fit, however. And Albert Tuisui with the turnover. And that'll be a concern. I was considering my Pro D2 team of the season, and Charlie Gambini, I think, would be in it. Definitely in the conversation. Oh dear, that's not good for Charlie Gambini. That looks like he's not just out tonight. He could be watching from the stands against Colomiers. Innocuous as well. Teimana Harrison. The man on in his place. A couple of the front row making way as well. Isaac Rodder up in the middle. Yalagonya rolls off the back. Setereki Batuniata again, as he has done all night. All afternoon, I should say. So we won a turnover a moment ago, also carrying hard. Layers of attack. Spilled Rosa tidies. Nudge through from Verreiro. It's dangerous. Olding's made a mess of that one. Lepeg. Oh my word, what on earth just happened? Stuart Olding. It's not been a good 48 hours for anyone from Ireland, north or south. He knew there was space.
No.
Oh, Shilcock back there. Sorry. Apologies, Stuart Olding. Jamie Shilcock. That was a Ramos-esque nudge. Feet in field. What a finish. What a finish. Tells you how good of a kicker he is when you're disappointed when he only hits the post from the touchline. Adrian Lepeg, 2 tries. He might not have got as many tries as he did last season, but that's 5 tries in the last 3 games. He's in playoff form, and Provence are in control. And with every minute that ticks on is a minute closer to the end of Courtney Lawes' French journey. And Brive season as well. Coming into the season as one of the favourites. Having to sneak into the playoff in 6th. Le Bomb squad. It does look cool when that many replacements all come on at the same time, doesn't it? It just does look cool. We've seen it before in games through the season on FR UK. We've seen it before. The fresh injection of energy, and Brive go through a few gears. It was all through the power up front, though. I'm just not sure Provence are going to fold up front. It may not be the last we've seen of these replacements. It is interchanges in France, so Anthony Coletta could come back on, and I'm sure if it's tight towards the end, he will. Deary me, though. Benjamin Boudou First throw, not straight. Brive look cooked is the latest comment. Yes.
Là, restez blanc. C'est bien. Restez là. 7. Restez.
I love the fact that in the chat, Asayeli Tuivuaka, the Brive number 11, has been given the nickname HBB in honour of LBB, but human bowling ball. He really is. And they're going to need him as Varero nudges through, finds space, holding back to cover. Varero follows up with a tackle, and the counter ruck is on. Brive having to fight to keep possession. Frazen on, straight into the action. He's a busy carrier. And Frazen on, absolutely one of those players. There's a lot of them in French rugby, not built for 80 minutes. Very effective off the bench. Shilcock tries for some territory. Just inside his own half is all they can manage. Frustration on the Brive bench. I just got in from mowing hay, grabbed a beer and tuned in. I was hoping Brive would be doing well. Can't see them getting back into this. How good is that? I'm just imagining you in a little tractor with your phone just balanced on the steering wheel. That's the image in my head. No one's taking me away from it. But there you go. That's what you can do when you can watch rugby on your phone for free on YouTube. 2 semi-finals next weekend. Colomiers wait for the winner of this one on Friday night. And Thursday night is Van. Top of the table by an absolute mile. And they're going to be playing Oyonnax.
Ok, 7. C'est bon? Allez. Reprise du temps. Ici.
Listen to that crowd. There is no other Tier 2 competition in the world that can bring you this. Never. The novelty never wears off for me. How good.
C'est pas stable après l'impact. Je vous ai dit, hein, ça sera long avant le dernier commandement. Je vous laisse le temps de vous mettre. Allez-y.
Just as we got, I'm just going through some of the chat as well. How much has Teimana Harrison played for Provence? Because this may be the first Pro D2 match that John has watched. Well, great to have you watching, John. Subscribe to the channel. Come and join us next weekend for the semi-finals. He's played a lot. He's had a lot of injuries this season, Teimana Harrison. But he was there when he starts, he's their captain. So he's still playing himself back into form after a long injury. Kept him out from earlier in the season. But yeah, a key man for them. Such a violent ball carrier. He's all elbows and knees, isn't he? Absolute nightmare to tackle. And that's how comfortable the Provence fans are feeling at the minute. Oh, and look at that French rugby. You get a Mexican wave in slow-mo. Dangerous place for a scrum, this one. Good attacking opportunity for Brive. Just need to keep it solid. You can't cover everywhere. There's going to be space for someone. And Brive have to score next. The scrum under pressure. It comes left. Defence equal to it. Lawes thought about the offload. A little bit more urgency from Brive. And those little offload opportunities, you're going to feel like they have to start being taken. For now, patience. The phase play hasn't worked, so they've not been able to win the gain line. That's the gain line win they need. Now they need to speed the ball up. While Provence are at 6s and 7s, the ball is too slow. It goes all the way to the left. Benjamin Lafranc's going to be taken into touch. No, he lifts inside to Stuart Olding. Lepeg intercepts it. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. It's going to be a goal line dropout. Could have been a 5-metre scrum. Colville. Not exactly sure what happened. He's hobbling. Oh, it is a 5-metre scrum. There you go. The difference when you win a collision, run at a weak shoulder and get over the gain line. And it was Sadrugu, another Fijian. And then the picture changes. You're playing against a broken defence. Oldie did really well to keep the ball in. Oh, really well. Well, because it was charged down, does that mean it should be a goal line dropout, not a 5-metre scrum? I don't know. I'm going to trust the officials know the laws. That guy lives for it, doesn't he? Beetlejuice. Five-metre scrum is the call. People in the chat, just let me know. Yeah, that's absolutely the right call. Sadrugu from the base. Lifts. It's been lost. How costly that moment. The big moments Brive just have not controlled as Benjamin Lafranc tries to nudge it back over, but now they're in big trouble, big trouble. Lepeg. Colville gets absolutely ended, but it continues. Oh, Brive. Brive fans pulling their hair out. Oh, dear. Basic. He was going to get a solid shoulder put in by Caleb Muntz, whatever, but... Ooh. Oh, Benjamin Lafranc. We don't need to see that again, do we? Oh, dear. Medial ligaments in bits. Well, if he bounces up from that, that's why they do all the conditioning work they do, so he can... Oh, dearie me. No. I don't think he's carrying on with that. Courtney Lawes trudges to the bench. Nice bit of fluent French you just heard there. Sounded like a proper London accent, that.
Je vois rien d'illégal dans ce qu'il fait. Il vient se lier à vous, je vois rien d'illégal. Non, une image propre, là, hein. Une image propre, blanc. Clean, clean. Allez, les bons trucs. On y va, on y va.
You can criticise French directors for their showing of replays, but their like artistic shots are sensational. Best in the business. If you want a slow motion of someone sort of blowing like a raspberry as they exhale, French rugby. Best of the best. They always find the individuals in the crowd worth a second look at as well. Mick Hugh in the chat. Medial ligaments in bits, quote unquote. Is that your medical opinion, Tim? Yep. Yep. Benjamin Lefranc, I think, still on the field, though. He's hobbling around on that right-hand touchline. It comes to the left, though. They've got to make something happen soon, Brive. And that's not it. I'd kick the ball as well if Batuni Yatta was trying to catch me. It's not many teams that out-physical Brive. Well, that is exactly what Provence have managed to do. The first of the semi-finals on Thursday night. Now that's going to be a physical encounter.
Hey,
Van
Tim, I can join you for a bit if you like.
Against Oyonnax. By popular demand, I'm gonna get Super Dougie in. Join me on comms.
I've been doing bits. I've been doing bits, making stuff work. But I think I'm coming and bailing you out of it because you've been doing sterling work. I think just.
Oh mate, I'm enjoying it. Just watching some rugby, saying what I see. There's a yellow card. Fraser on. Was that
he
for
gave a clap there? Did you see the clap?
Yeah. Insolence. What was the yellow card for?
I don't know.
Was that for a bit of back chat in the first place? Dear him, he's silly boy.
It's a large slice, isn't it?
He orders a large slice.
Very good.
Oh, they've both been given yellows.
What does everyone call Yemzi? Because he's already an E at the end, isn't he? Like all your teammates were always like Colesy or Jonesy. What does Yemzi get called?
It's a great question. The kind of question you don't get on mainstream TV.
Probably a reason for that.
Well, they're too busy moaning about the ref, aren't they?
Yeah, you'll get none of that here.
Well, I have been known.
Well, you won't get any from me. Who's Grandad there?
A comment here that says, I also, because I was talking about the French directors, I also like French directors don't try and block out the swearing in English. Because if it's not in French, it could mean anything. Yeah, and we're on YouTube, so I don't have to apologise or anything for it either. 7 against 7 in the pack. And it looked like 7 against 5. Provence with a penalty advantage. Caleb Muntz cutting loose. This is turning very one-sided. Verreiro inside to Drouet. He's been the creator of 2 tries. He's going to score one himself. And you feel that's the game.
That was Trey Bomb.
Incroyable.
It's funny, Brive just don't look at it, do they?
No, they look poor. In fact, this whole weekend, Thursday night, Friday night, earlier on today, and this game, cup finals or massive knockout games should not be this one-sided. Yeah, Brive have just been dominant. And this is it. That's the picture. Brive have been dominated physically. And as a result, good players. Muntz and Drouet have been great in the back. Verreiro, class. Yeah, I think Provence can go to Colomiers with a bit of confidence. They can win.
I'm going to say I think they're a better side than Colomiers.
I think they've got a bit more up front. Colomiers have been fantastic through the season.
Water break.
They're relatively injury-free as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Provence side. You're going to need to get a bigger drum, mate. I think.
Paul Phillips says, Tim, I'm blaming you for jinxing it and saying this one would be close. I did say that. Mind you, I predicted a narrow win for Leinster as well. What do I know? I know nothing. And anyway, more fundamentally than that, Jenkinsonian in the chat says, now, remember, boys, you can't comment on the game if you haven't played the game. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Just in my mum's basement.
Yeah,
watching rugby, that's all I'm doing.
We've both played for Old Mill Hillians, mate, and I've played for Dunstable 3, so, you know.
In fact, it's a good opportunity, actually, to mention that, because as we have a water break, there's loads of brilliant content in the channel. I probably think the thing I'm most proudest of that we've done, Dougie, is our little Basque trip. Bearing in mind, it was the Champions Cup final was in the Basque country, it's appropriate. I flew into Bilbao for the start of that, but we just followed us on a weekend in the Basque country, watching Biarritz, watching Bayonne as well. Bit of Basque cheesecake. It was so good. And we played for Old Mill Hillians touring team in Biarritz, which is what Dougie was referring to then, against the French team. It was amazing.
I've still got to get the other episode of that out, but man, I'm just needing it. Anyone out there that wants to help edit stuff, get in touch. If you want to do it for free, like come and do it for free. I've got a load of stuff I can give you right now to edit if you want, please.
Tu les envoies, s'il te plaît, Brive de Provence. À gauche, toujours, ça marche.
Hey, you're a Northampton Saints fan, Dougie. Just letting people in on that one. So you love Courts as much as I do, maybe even more so. I would have him straight back. Unlike his career, his French journey's over as of tonight. He'll be back in England in a few days. There he is, bang on cue. Thank you to the French director for hearing me. I would pick him if I was Steve Borthwick. I would just pick him straight in the squad. Doesn't necessarily have to start against South Africa. Just get him in.
Totally agree. I'd have him in. I'd keep him there even when he was retired. Just keep picking him. You retire when we say you retire, Courtney.
Oh, it hasn't gone his way tonight. Ross Beef Rugby in the chat. Our friends at Ross Beef Rugby, another great channel covering French rugby for an Anglo audience, well worth a follow. Say, Dougie, I cannot believe you've written off Colomiers.
I've not written them off. I just think that on this display, Provence are a better team.
Well, looking at what we're seeing this evening, it's a pretty impressive performance they're putting in here against the Brive team we expected more of. Paddy Folan in the chat. How has Lawes played this season? He's been great. He's been the best jackler in French rugby. Like that. That's not really a thing in French rugby. You look at the French national team. Francois Cross is more of a work rate flanker. Gellant, more of a work rate flanker. Courtney Lawes, despite being 6'8", is the best jackler in all of French rugby, any division, and one of the best in. What the heck? Based on what I've seen this year, one of the best in the world, and that's not even what you think of when you think of Courtney Lawes first. I can't believe he's still on the field. Oh. The human bowling ball, HBB.
Courtney Lawes second in Pro Dirt with 22 scratched balloons behind Albert Tuisui and Richard Hardwick. Well, Richard Hardwick's below Courtney. So, yeah, the two best jacklers in France currently on the field. Currently on the field, wow. Well, Lawes is watching from the touchline. Also in Pro Dirt, not France.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying France generally because it's weirdly, it's like one of those cultural things. It's not just the way they play. It's not so much of a thing. Let's go, eh? Followed by a bit of French. I do love
Who
the
is
franglais.
that?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I think it's Teimana Harrison.
Ah, good shout.
There he is, breaking from the base. I would not want to tackle Teimana Harrison, and whoever's on the floor didn't really want to either. Lepeg has had a very influential game. He was absolutely prolific last year. Yeah. Hugo Verdu is the guy that tried to tackle Teimana Harrison. A little more than a speed bump.
No, thank you.
Good point here. Just talking on Courtney Lawes. Steve Borthwick has said he likes to end the game with 5-7s on the pitch because it allows jackal threats everywhere. Maybe Lawes could be one of those jackal threats. Yeah, and an extra line out forward. That's a great shout. As Brive, they have to score now if they're going to do anything. It's probably in vain anyway. Nick Crone feeds Pimienta. Oh dear. Batuniata just toying with Brive now. The human bowling ball is not going to be away. Surely that was advantage.
That statement from Borthwick, by the way.
Sorry?
I'd like to unpack that statement from Borthwick.
Yeah, go on. He said he likes to... Well, I haven't heard Borthwick say this. I'm trusting JDS in the chat. The people in our chat are knowledgeable and learned. And so let's just go with it. Borthwick said he likes to end games with 5-7s on the pitch because it allows jackal threats everywhere. What
So
are you
that
thinking?
means he's got to pick 5-7s.
Well, he has been, hasn't he?
So you pick 5-7s, you don't have a... Like,
Oh, I see what you mean.
do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a weird
5...
statement.
I think he means possibly it's 5-7s in the squad and 3-7s on the pitch. I think it's probably that way around, isn't it?
Right.
Because England have been picking 5-7s. They've had like Curry, Pepper, Earl,
Yeah.
Pollock, Underhill.
You know what else works?
What?
Winning the game so you don't need 5-7s on the pitch.
It's a novel thought, Dougie. Have you thought about being an international head coach?
I would do, but I'm earning crap loads out of computers.
No professionals. Oh dear. Have you seen Brive beaten up like this?
The short answer is no.
Oh, I only
They've
wanted a
taken
short.
a couple of pace. They've taken a couple of pace.
No, I don't want to hear anymore. I only wanted a short answer. No,
Right,
it's fine. Carry on. No, they've taken a couple of pastings, but when they've sent the bin juice team to an away game, this is full. This is full ball Brive
It's pretty bad. It's a bad.
getting
look, isn't it?
smashed. And that's one of the guys. Those two there, Isaac Rodder, Albert Tuasui. That'd be a pretty scary dark alley to have to run into those two. Knock on. Let's see how Brive can mess up this attack. Sadrugu, he's had a little bit of go forward. There you go. Threw it into touch. There we go. They're Brive tonight finding new and interesting ways of messing it up. At least they're having a bit of variety. Oh, dear.
Really bad.
He's had a shocker since he's been on. Yeah. Fabian's going to have to put a consoling arm around his son, the lad in front. I saw him yawning. Just one chat as well.
Sorry, Tim. I can't tell if this is rage bait or not, but Paddy Folan has put England's only notable jackal threat is Maro Itoje. Thoughts?
I mean, it's not. It's actually. It's an interesting point. I'd say almost when you think. I was just going through the sevens. Yeah, Sam Underhill's not really known for that. Ben Earl, you don't see it too often. Tom Curry used to be, not so much.
Well, I mean,
I don't think it's rage bait. Luke Cowan-Dickey's probably one of the better ones. Pollock. Yes. Although he's quite often runs as an edge forward when England do it, doesn't it? So he's not really...
Right,
yeah, interesting. I'm going to be in Johannesburg for that England game, and I hope Pollock is picked, because I cannot wait to hear the boos. They hate him. It's going to be funny. I love how he's just living rent-free in people's heads. Tuisui to the touchline. Teimana Harrison. And Provence. The offloads are landing for them as Harrison wrestles Tuivuaka, the human bowling ball, off the ball. Sadrugu not happy. Get out of it, says the ref. Shut your mouth.
Knack off.
Brive are having a crack. Oh, my word. Batuniata has atomised. Shilcock. Little bit of invention. Another massive shot, but the offload. And this time they are in. Gouet. They're going to have to do the football thing, score and run back to halfway quickly. Come on, get jogging. Only the 19 points behind.
That was pretty good from Shilcock.
It was lovely. I want to see the tackle from Batuniata again. Nick Crone just got ended. Caleb Muntz is good defensively as well. Yeah, look how wide open it is. Brive can just find a weak shoulder, run at a couple of holes. It looks to me like Provence are pretty... Almost said another word there, tired.
Here's one for you, Tim.
Yeah.
Jamie Shilcock's old club have beaten Ealing in the Championship playoff semi-finals.
What?
34-29. I wonder if they win it, whether the promotion debate might be opened up.
No, they've already said you had to have applied already, and it's done. Is like
Premiership says a lot of stuff, though, mate.
Well, yeah, Premiership have been saying for about the last decade, oh yeah, we're definitely going to have promotion coming back, and I never believed them. What they've done to the second tier of English rugby is it's an outrage in my mind. Let's defund it year after year after year. Let's take all its money away, defund it, and then use the fact it's not very good because we've taken all the money away as the reason why we can't have promotion. Like it wasn't the plan all along. Sorry, Dougie. That's one of the things I can get on a soapbox about.
I'm with you. You know, I'd much rather have 34 players in an academy that don't do anything than a functioning second division.
They should, yeah. I'd get rid of the Premiership academies and have a good second tier of rugby, proper rugby that they can play rather than
like this.
Like this. Look at this. And how many good players go on loan from top 14 clubs. A great example, Valentin Delpy. Isn't quite as good as Roman Untamak, funnily enough, or Thomas Ramos, so he plays for Colomiers against proper rugby teams. Manuel Ferreiro, he's going to be a star. He's been turned over there. Oh, I like it. Bagar. That might get penalised in other leagues. That's just standard in Pro D2. In fact, I think the crowd are booing that he only pushed him and didn't swing a proper full-on haymaker.
What do you reckon? Quick try for Brive here and his game on again?
I'm not going to go that far. If they score from
things in this league, mate.
If they, yeah, that's fair. If they score from this play, then maybe. They've still got to score 3 times.
A lot of experience on that Provence team, isn't there?
They've got to score 3 times, assuming they get at least a couple of conversions out of those as well. So it's not looking good. That's got to be illegal there, Isaac Rodder. Looks like the assistant referee saying, yeah, there is penalty advantage coming. Fraser on. He's had a 10-minute break. He's come back on and added a bit of energy. And here's the kind of physicality that Brive have been lacking for 70 minutes. Going all the way back. Interesting comments in the chat, just continuing the chat about Championship rugby from our friends at Ross Beef. The Championship in England have decided to put the live streaming of the Championship behind a paywall that's more every month than Premier Sports to watch URC Champions Cup and Top 14, when they could have given it to some passionate YouTube channel who could have shown the champ for free.
I wouldn't know anything about that, but that would have been a good idea.
That would have been a really good idea if that was a conversation.
It might have been a really, really good idea and maybe a better decision.
If that had been a conversation that was had about this time last year, that would have been an amazing thing, wouldn't it, Dougie?
Yeah, especially if there was, people with knowledge of putting rugby on YouTube doing the whole thing. That would have been probably pretty sensible.
If hypothetically that had been an actual conversation that actually happened, and then that would have been an amazing thing.
If hypothetically one of those YouTube channels has gone to all the trouble of putting together a bid for it to be unsuccessful, hypothetically that would have been disappointing.
If hypothetically what you describe happened, that a YouTube channel put a bid together and spent a night. Oh dear, Teimana Harrison. This could have ramifications for next week. That's with some force. He has hinged at the waist. I mean, no, I'd say this is a prime example of it is head contact, Dougie, but I say that's behaviour changed. Teimana Harrison has done what you want him to do.
Yeah, he's low, isn't he? They're both low.
Accidents happen on a rugby pitch sometimes.
Yeah. But the rugby grass in the truck will get involved in this and hopefully come out with a decision that means we'll get to see Big T next week.
Having a lot of looks at this one. Great tackle by Mince, says Jim Sutherland. I forgot his nickname was Mince because his breakfast, his pre-match meal was mince beef.
What? Teimana Harrison's pre-match meal was mince beef?
Yes. He used to have mince beef.
Are you sure it's not because he's just not that clever?
It might be that as well, but I'm pretty sure.
I tell you what, Tim, I'm going to put us in vision here. Let's come and have a chat about this while we're.
I think it might be that he's not the sharpest tool in the box as well.
What are we saying here then, Tim? It's going to be a yellow, isn't it? I quite like that.
Yeah, no. His pre-match meal is mince on toast. Mince beef on toast. It's true. It's true. Mince beef on toast with a few poached eggs. That's what he had earlier today. He's in France, like the culinary capital of the world, and he's in Provence with incredible food. And Teimana Harrison, a few hours ago, was eating. There he is. He was eating mince beef on toast.
They even do mince in France.
Actually, maybe he's up the culture while he's been in France. Maybe it's mince beef on baguette. Is it raw mince? Says Jimbo. Oh yeah. Well, look, Teimana Harrison. He plays like a man who eats raw mince. He's been given a yellow card. They did have a lot of looks at it. I'm glad it was only a yellow card. It was head contact. I also thought he hinged at the waist, but there we go. This is absolute must-score territory for Brive. And Uyut has got in the middle of that for Provence. He's almost got himself to the ball. They're still going. Lucas De Silva, is he going to add to his tally? I think he's over. Right, they've got a Fraser on. Bounces up, it is. I'm not sure who got the try. That's Retief Murray in shot. That is one of the things that we talked earlier about our trip to the Basque for the Biarritz and the Bayonne games, Dougie, and we just saw it there. One thing that strikes you when you go and watch French rugby is the number of young lads and groups of young lads. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, it's very different experience all round, really.
Yeah.
I do love a slow motion handheld camera. They don't do that enough in the Premiership.
No.
Oh, and a cine cam. Throwing all the toys.
See, can you tell Dougie's a camera operator / director for his day job?
I wouldn't mind betting there's more toys on this than on the big game today.
Oh, that's a hefty boot from Mathis Galtier. But they're still in.
12.6 minutes.
Yeah, nice. They have to win this. You've got to compete at the line out, Brive. Come on. Get in the air. Isaac Rodder, he'll know how important this line out is. Win it, maul it, try and squeeze a pen. But they've got the steal. Right, now roll the dice, Brive. Come on. Maybe pass in front of the player you're trying to throw it to. Well, we're seeing some urgency from Brive. We're seeing some really good defence from Batuni Yatta. He's my man of the match. Lepeg's been ace as well. The difference has been the physicality. Arthur Colville's had a strong game. Physicality's been the difference, and no one has been more of a difference than number 13 for Provence. Manhandling. George Shvelidze. Five cards already, says Skyrock. Yeah. This is Pro Dada. They've got a headset like yours, Dougie.
Mate,
Manuel Ferrero from distance. What? That's a kid. He's a proper talent, this kid.
I'm operating about 16 different computers here, mate. I've got 2 sets of headphones. You can probably see in my return now. This will be on later. So it's yeah.
Well, with that, it takes it back out to a three score match. Well, Brive are cooked. Batuni Yatta has been a monster. More disappointment. Brive finished top 2 last year, had that semi-final against Montauban at home. Were expected to win and was shell-shocked when Jerome Bosviel... Oh, we had Dan Bigger commentating on that game, didn't we? He loved it. He wanted some Bosviel pyjamas. Yeah. It's been a bad day at the office for Brive. Thomas Francis, Teimana Harrison. Andres Zafra was pointing at Tommy Francis there. And this crowd, they're 1 game closer to the promised land, 2 games from the top 14. It's all over. Now the tears come. Coria Marchetti. I mean, it's an absolute marathon of a season, 30 regular season games. All that work and Brive have been blown away. In no hurry whatsoever. Arthur Colville stepped out to outside half. Caleb Muntz being rested for next week. There are going to be some sore bodies in the Provence squad. Charlie Gambini is definitely one to keep an eye on for next week. I don't think he'll make it. Listen to that. Provence Rugby, they do take their emblem inspired by the New Zealand All Blacks. Is it an olive? I should know the answer to this. No, it's definitely a native plant. Might be an olive leaf. Yeah, they'll take the full minute in the kick, surely. We can have another look at just how good a kicker Manuel Ferrero is. Wow. Caleb Muntz, job well done. He's taken his team to a Pro D2 semi-final. That'll be Friday night here on FR UK. 6-day turnaround for this team, which isn't going to help Provence with the sore bodies they've got. Salt rubbed in the wound. Oh, hiding his beer. We saw you, Philippe. Mate, you held it with your left hand. That's Buffalo's fine. This is special. This is really special. And this is why we wanted to make sure that you could see Pro D2 rugby. Quite an old school kickoff, that one. That's how kickoffs used to be. And it's worked out well for Brive. Just consolation they're playing for now. This game, it will be over, whatever happens, try or not. As we tick into the last 15 seconds of normal play. Albert Tuisui. Dougie was talking about how good he is on the turnover stats and just grabbed that with one hand into touch. 2 seconds left. There is time for the line out or a knock on. Provence scrum. Jules Plisson. Little high five with the owner. And this is a young club by French standards. I think maybe 50 years old. And they've been building and building. They've got the investment. They've got an amazing ground. Just on the outskirts, a walk from town. A nice British and Irish Lions jersey. Good stash, young man. Roman Laterad with one of the picks of the tries. Jobbed for Provence. Andres Zafra, the Colombian. Smiles everywhere. They've just been too good, too physical, too clinical. They've bullied Brive. Albert Tuisui, he's got a kick in his locker as well. Game over. Leo Drouet, the architect of a couple of tries. Albert Tuisui, one of the physical threats. The fireworks are going off. The flags are waving. It's all over. 39-21. Provence through to the semi-final. They'll be playing on the outskirts of Toulouse against Colomiers on Friday night. Vamos, says Andres Zafra. The obligatory Freed from Desire by Gala. The French answer to Sweet Caroline.
Brive will be disappointed with that, mate.
Yeah, they'll be gutted. Big Courts, he's coming to Manchester where I am. Mate, I'm going to get him on the channel. I'm going to get him in here to my studio.
That's a grand plan.
Make him a... Joe Worsley's off in private jets. We'll have Big Courts as co-coms.
Yeah, why not?
He can come and sit here in person. Tuisui man of the match, says KMCG. Yeah, that's a decent shout. Tuisui or Batuni Yatta, that guy there. I think I'd give it to Batuni Yatta. Tuisui, though, has been ace. Nick Crone, yeah, he's been atomised by his opponent this evening. There we go. And that is the barrage done. And yeah, it was one-sided in the end, but quality effort. You can, you can play the sound if you want, Dougie. I can try and I'll not translate Arthur Colville, who's been ace in this match. Oh, go on, you had it then, Dougie. Go on.
On va en demi. Maintenant, on aimerait, c'est sûr, aller un peu plus loin. On va aller à Colomiers qui a fait une saison énorme, qui mérite sa seconde place. Donc ça va être un gros match.
We're going to go to Colomiers.
My lover's got no money. He's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no fame. He's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no power. He's got his strong beliefs. We want more. People just want more and more. Freedom and love. It's what we're looking for. That's what he said.
Vous en avez concédé 15. Il ne faut pas prendre de carton jaune, vous en avez pris 3 et vous avez gagné 39-21. En fait, ils comprennent rien au rugby, les entraîneurs.
Non, ils ont quand même raison, je pense. Je pense que si la semaine prochaine, à l'extérieur, en demi-finale, on fait la même indiscipline, on ne gagnera pas. On avait fait un bon dernier bloc au niveau de la discipline. Je pense qu'on a une piqûre de rappel aujourd'hui. Mais les avants, ils ont tellement été énormes, ils ont tellement dominé, je pense, devant que
there's not a lot of point of us listening to this.
We've got to go away from home and be disciplined next week, basically.
Basically, that's what he's saying.
That's basically what he said. Stay with it, Dougie.
I'm gonna, mate. I'm absolutely going to stay with it. We'll stay with it, and we'll just pretend that Joe's here. At least this guy's good looking, eh? One for the ladies and some of the men.
Maintenant, je pense qu'on a déjà hâte. C'est des matchs, on bosse toute l'année. Ça fait 10 mois qu'on est là pour.
I'm looking at the chat, by the way. I'm looking at the questions.
Merci beaucoup et félicitations encore, Arthur. Oui, on est avec Paul Pimienta. On imagine énormément de déceptions. Qu'est-ce qu'il a manqué aujourd'hui?
He had a tough night in the office.
Jamais vraiment rentré dans ce match.
Ouais, c'est dur parce que on connaissait cette équipe, elle est costaud. Elle joue dans l'avancée et on les a laissés jouer dans l'avancée.
Paul Pimenta.
Ils ont des gros porteurs, Bituni Yatta. On a loupé les plaquages, mais on subit et on subit.
Sounds Spanish, or he sounds like a New York cop.
Une passe à hauteur. C'est pas mal de petites choses mises
Paul
bout à bout
Pimenta.
et les remplaçants.
PI.
Moi, je rentre de 2 ans avant.
Just going around Brive, solving crimes and playing rugby. You
He's
can have that on
saying,
free Canal Plus.
He's saying our stash is amazing, so we're the real winners.
Yeah. Rugby's the winner, mate. It always is.
Isn't it just? There we go. Right. Thank you for watching. How good a day of rugby is. I'm looking out. There's still some sunshine outside. I'm going to go and grill some meat on over a flame.
Do you want to just promo our games for next week?
That's exactly what I was going to suggest, Dougie, that we talk about the games next week, which are, well, as we see some highlights of the match. Van against Oyonnax, that's Thursday night, 8 p.m. kickoff. We're into the semi-finals. Mako Vunipola is waiting. And Oyonnax look like a team that have got the physicality to go toe-to-toe with the top of the table. And then it's Colomiers. Not Oyonnax Valence, it's Colomiers against Provence in our game on Friday night, the semi-finals. And after that, we'll have our final. The final is in Toulouse.
Toulouse, always in Toulouse.
Always in Toulouse.
We can take this home, Tim, and once you're happy, we'll get rid of everyone.
Hey, just in the chat, how much better was this, having the bits with vision and able to chat and get stuck in? I liked it. So fair play, Dougie. Well done for working all that out, mate.
Cheers. There's still a few gremlins, mate, but we'll work it out. I'll just put.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, I'll take it home from here. I'm going to take my earpiece out. I'm not going to listen to Dougie anymore. Just going to say thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Live rugby Thursday night, Friday night. Yeah, hit the little notification bell, and then when the game goes live, which will be about 10 to 8 p.m. UK and Ireland time, we'll let you know, and you can pop it up on your phone, tablet, or any other device that will have internet on it. Get watching, get subscribing, get checking out all the other interviews, and we'll see you next time.